The Cybertruck, which was introduced back in 2019, is one of the most eagerly anticipated inventions from Tesla. A lot has been stated over the years about when the truck would actually hit the road, but alas, that has not come to pass. True, Tesla enthusiasts, on the other hand, haven't given up hope yet, and they're all hoping that the Cybertruck will ultimately hit the production this year, that is 2022. New details about the truck keep on emerging, and this video has some of the latest details, so don't you dare to stop watching it just yet. Since its announcement back in 2019, Tesla's Cybertruck has become very famous and gained a lot of fans even before the idea was technically mature. Since then, the all-electric truck has existed as a prototype, which has stirred a lot of different opinions among electric vehicle enthusiasts. The Cybertruck has already been featured in music videos, and there are even toys inspired by the truck that you can already purchase. Tesla, however, seems to have pushed the release date to late 2022, and the few last months of 2021 must have been most active ones for the Tesla Cybertruck team. As a single glance at Tesla's new minute-long Cybertruck teaser demonstrates, it is very tough not to be enthused about the eventually upcoming groundbreaking vehicle. First and foremost, the thing that immediately draws your attention is the Cybertruck design solutions that seem to have been implemented by Tesla. We have already mentioned that it seems to be what Tesla officially refers to as the alpha prototype of the Cybertruck that has been captured on the video, and it is difficult not to be at least somewhat impressed. Tesla announced that they would be making alpha prototypes for their upcoming electric pickup truck models in the recent third quarter 2021 earnings call. At the conference, Tesla also announced that they would be making a few of these alpha prototypes in 2022, which leaves us no option but to believe that the one in the footage is actually Tesla Cybertruck Alpha prototype. The whole new Alpha prototype exists to allow the company to try out some new designs for pickups such as the Cybertruck, which have never been released before. Some of the ideas that will be tried during this phase of the vehicle will turn out to be the most loved features of the truck in the future, while some will just be turn-offs to many. Having said that, let's have a look at some of the new things that were notably seen on the Cybertruck in the footage. The footage showed a new curved windshield design. This is very different from what a lot of people expected, given the initial images of the previous prototype versions of the vehicle, where it essentially lacked any major curves whatsoever. The new design solution, however, seems to have been hinted at by a patent that Tesla has already filed for. The Cybertruck seems to have somewhat aggressively curved glass that is unique compared to other rather flat body parts. It is not completely curved, mind you, and it seems to be a somewhat logical continuation of the previous prototype solutions with a number of changes introduced. We cannot be sure that the windshield we have seen in the latest video will actually be the one that we will see in the actual vehicle, since, well, it is still an alpha prototype. It can, for example, be argued that the solution implemented for the glass will eventually bring some benefits for the vehicle and the company. Future owners of the Cybertruck will eventually enjoy the glass design, as they will be fully shielded from UV rays, enjoy external noise cancellation while in the cabin, as well as be very confident in its strength. The glass design complements more on the truck's round parts that distinguish themselves from the remaining flat ones. The curves on the glass might also be put for other reasons, such as aerodynamics. Moving on to another notable feature, let us take a look at the wiper. When the Cybertruck was initially introduced in 2019, its huge, flat windshield, which blended perfectly into the hood, was one of the electric truck's most notable and distinguishing characteristics. However, as indicated by the prototype's absence of a functional windshield wiper, Tesla's design team did not even consider maintaining a clean windshield. But as the truck approaches production, we're beginning to see the concessions Tesla will have to make to handle the Cybertruck's divisive design, one of which is the necessity for an enormous windshield wiper. And in typical Musk tradition, he is openly expressing his dissatisfaction with the concessions that have to be made. The wiper is what troubles me most. Mr. Musk wrote on Twitter in response to comments about the wiper's massive size. No easy solution. Deployable wiper that stows in the front trunk would be ideal but complex. Trying to solve the wiper issue, Tesla has applied for a patent for an electromagnetic wiper system, albeit the one seen in the video is a standard swivel-based system. Mr. Musk also seems to be open to the ideas of a laser wiper system, however unrealistic that may sound. In its turn, the vehicle bed that appears on the latest prototype video seems to be a little smaller compared to the original ones on the 2019 prototype. However, when closely examined, the bed is not necessarily smaller in size or volume. The bed only looks smaller because of the roof extension that goes way back covering the bed. The bed also comes with a bed liner instead of steel. This will ensure a better grip for anything that will be in the bed during the transit. From the video, it is hard to tell whether the light bar at the tailgate is retained, but we can hope that it is retained since the feature looks awesome. Mr. Musk has been known for doing things a little bit extra. In the 2019 prototype, for example, the Cybertruck had some of the most unique tires, which featured big threads and a closed wheel, unlike the normal ones that we're used to on the trucks. On the build from the footage recorded, things are a bit normal, since the Cybertruck now has normal-looking wheels. The tires are notably smaller and with less aggressive thread pattern than in the initial prototype. Moving on to some notable small changes on the new Cybertruck. The first one is the charging port. The location of the charging port has been changed. In the initial Cybertruck design prototypes, this was a rectangular cutout located behind the left rear wheel. In the current prototype, the design around the wheel has been changed, and there is a new design that seems to be more like a saddle, and the charging port is notably absent. The next smaller change that is notable is the door handles. Finally, we are at an age where cars don't need door handles for you to access them. There are no door handles, which makes the Cybertruck stand out, just as Mr. Musk had promised at some point in the past. This latest prototype also reveals the Cybertruck's side mirrors, which we previously knew were on the way. Mr. Musk is said to be on a campaign against side mirrors, preferring camera-based systems that do not protrude from the vehicle's sides. Unfortunately for Mr. Musk, automakers are obligated by law to ship automobiles in the United States with side mirrors, although various states have different requirements. In Idaho, for example, you may drive without side mirrors as long as the rearview mirror isn't obstructed. Meanwhile, states like Iowa and California require you to have a driver's side mirror, as well as at least one additional mirror, such as a rearview or passenger side mirror. In any case, Mr. Musk has said that the side mirrors on the Cybertruck would be simple to remove. Despite reports that the Cybertruck might be available in black, Mr. Musk has channeled his inner Henry Ford to clarify that this would not be the case. In early December, Mr. Musk also teased a feature that the Cybertruck will probably have. In one of his tweets, he said that the initial production would be a 4-motor variant with independent, ultra-fast response control of each wheel. All we can do now is wait and see what will be revealed next about the upcoming Tesla Cybertruck as time goes by. If you enjoyed this video, Smash the subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell too. And thanks for watching.